Hi guys, how are you? So, I don't know what we're gonna do to here today, but we're gonna talk about a bunch of shit. We're gonna pull cards. I'm dying to know. I really felt like I missed you guys and I wanted to connect with you guys because I've been very entrenched in my own personal journey. So I want to connect with you guys. I want to see where you're at. And I also want to share some stuff with you. Hey guys. Hey Caribbean Queen. Hey Ruby. Hey, as the willow grows. Yes, just on time. Hi, so needed this today. Finally catch you live. Hey, Tatter Cakes. So yeah, I'm not coming here with a slew of downloads, but I'm sure I'll have some. Hi from New Zealand. Hey, TJ. Hey, Sim. Hey, Angelica. Hey, Rika. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, guys. So a couple of things. What actually prompted me to come live today with you guys was this whole solar storm. Okay, and I've never really been drawn to what's happening. Like you guys know, I'm not an astrologer. I don't read the stars. I'm just connected to them. So this was kind of new for me. So I spent the day, I was running errands and I was talking to a couple of friends. I sent them some links and even talked to my mom a little bit about it too. And I was talking to them because, so I'm going to read you what I got here and you guys can let me know if you resonate with this energy. So essentially, are you being affected? Are you consciously aware about what these effects of this solar storm are and essentially how they're going to affect our collective? But what I thought was interesting was the cards that I kept getting. So over on the Patreon, we were pulling a lot of the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and I now started looking at the Sun and the Eight of Wands differently. I'm like, shit, is that the Sun? And the Eight of Wands is like all this shit the Sun is essentially exploding out and spitting at Earth. So, anyways, we're going to talk a little bit about this solar storm. No, but feeling it. Okay, so I was feeling it, but I had no idea about it. And then I went into my feed and it was like on Google where it kind of gives you like the news, I guess you can say. It was one of the news feeds about this solar storm. So I started looking it up and I'm going to share with you something I found really interesting. So I'm not going to read everything, but I'm going to read how do solar flares affect us and geomagnetic activity influences human consciousness. Okay. So first is how do solar flares affect us? A recent study in the New Scientist magazine indicates a direct connection between the sun's solar storms and the human's biological system. The conduit which steers Earth's weather through the magnetic field on Earth is the same conduit that facilitates the influx of charged particles from the sun through the magnetic auric field around the human body. The increase in the frequency and the amplitude of geomagnetic sunstorms is causing large-scale planetary changes, which include earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes, tornadoes, and windstorms. There is also indication of human disturbance as a result of the solar activity. So that leads us to the influences, the geomagnetic activity influences on the human consciousness. So solar activity is known to influence human consciousness. Solar flares affect the central nervous system, all brain activity, including equilibrium, human behavior patterns, and all of our physio-psychological, mental, emotional, and physical responses. Symptomatically, solar flares can cause us to feel nervous, anxious, worried, jittery, dizzy, irritable, lethargic, exhausted, nauseous, and queasy. Some people become unusually forgetful, and others may experience heart palpitations. People may also endure periods of prolonged head pressure and headaches. Hey guys. So I just wanted to share that in case some of you guys are feeling some of these symptoms, but are unaware as to what is bringing them about. Because many of you made some really like awesome life changes. So you're not, and really like supported your health and development from your physical body perspective and are not understanding why you're feeling these things. I know for me, I got the nausea and I got the headaches. And I know people who are getting sleepless nights. I know people who it's actually affecting their thyroid. So hold on a second. There was something else I wanted to share with you guys. Awakening our soul's purpose. The elements of our divine blueprint are interwoven within our cellular memory. The recent infusion of Photonic energies is amplifying our cellular memory, causing various elements of our divine blueprint to leak into our waking consciousness. This is the Akashic records. And when they're talking about blueprint interwoven in our cellular memory, blueprint, cellular memory, that's your Akashic records, okay? Is in leaking into our waking consciousness. As a result, many people are beginning to remember their soul purpose and are suddenly driven to make changes in their lives to realign with a sense of higher purpose. This was what was very interesting, Angel Gang Gang. This is why, and we're going to actually pull on these instant manifestation energies. So be really careful about where your mind's at, because it looks like what's happening planetarily. It's this instant manifestation. So you think, you say, it happens. And you guys might already be experiencing that. And if not, then it might be you're not taking advantage of this time. So you're facing a lot of devil energy that doesn't want you to speak your manifestations into existence, doesn't want you to align yourself by communicating authentically. So there's a lot of blockages. There's a lot of this pull, the X paradigm, trying to get you to not take that leap to the Y when the whole universe, including the fucking sun, is supporting this leap at this time. So instant manifestations, another ramification of the influx of platonic energy is that since it represents a higher frequency, it increases the power, speed, and manifestation capacity of our thoughts. We are quite literally able to exercise instant manifestation. Whatever we think, we create instantly. We have never before experienced this heightened level of manifestation potential. Platonic energy blends with the vibrational frequency of our thoughts. So it is vitally important that we place our attention on what we want to create. And we talked about that. Don't focus on what you don't want, focus on what you do. So it is vitally important that we place our attention rather than what we don't want to manifest in our lives. We will manifest rapidly in the direction of our thoughts, and it is up to us to decide whether to direct our attention. So this is what that whole spiritual warfare message is in tandem with. So obviously you've got devil energy and angelic energy that are very well aware of what these planetary effects are and where we are right now. And I really felt in that spiritual warfare message that this is essentially what that warfare is about. So you've got devil energy, old paradigm screaming, getting you to not take these steps to change, to not make these moves, to not embrace the planet and the universe and how it's supporting these changes. The universe is all this stuff. Like when I was reading about the sun, I'm like, this is the universe forcing evolution. And this energy coming at us. So then there was that. Let me pause on that. So then prior to reading this about the solar storm, I was channeling all this information about the collective masculine. So because our patriarchal society is crumbling, our masculine energy is going to have to be restructured. So this doesn't just affect divine masculines. Divine masculines, I'm begging you to see that you are the future. You are the new infrastructure of what a man is. The patriarchal society has taught us that men are something that they are not, that women are essentially useless. We have gone from one polarity to the other. We are nothing without the balance of feminine and masculine energy. So I think it's ironic that the sun is blasting all of this energy that is supporting our evolution and change. Simultaneously, we've got the patriarchy crumbling down in front of our faces, essentially. So this is going to affect the men in your life collective. You're going to see them struggling with what society tells them is a man, and struggling with the internal dialogue that says, no, this is what the fuck I say as a man, and this is what the fuck I'm going to do and how I'm going to live out my shit, and I don't give a fuck. Our men are going through serious turmoil, and a lot of them don't understand. It's because the patriarchy is crumbling down, and any part of them that is a reflection of that patriarchal society is going to crumble down too. And it's the ego, feminines. We are going to be affected by the crumbling down of the patriarchy. Because we have masculine energy, many of us, fuck even that, our toxic masculine energy. Many of us feminines have also inherited the idea of what a man is. So we live out our masculine energy and what it does to our ego, because the patriarchy tells us we ain't shit if we don't live out masculine energy, and that we're weak if we live out feminine energy. This is all crumbling down. You're going to see it affect the men in your life. The divine feminines, they need our support. And don't worry, because they're going to support us right back when we have to restructure our own toxic masculine energy that is a reflection of the patriarchal society that we fucking hate. We hate it. We hate it. Men hate it. Women hate it, because men hate it too. You think men like this patriarchal society? They're running around begging for feminine energy. Half of them are living them out in distorted ways. Nobody's happy with the patriarchal society that we live in. No one likes it. So we manifested the tearing down of it, but we have to just deal with how that's going to occur. Like, I felt my own, as a feminine, I take a lot of fucking pride. My ego highly relies upon what my masculine energy was able to do. So I tell myself I don't have any worth. The only worth I have was because of what I was able to build and all the money I was able to make coming from nothing. That's bullshit. I'm worth way more than that. You understand? I'm way more than what my masculine energy was able to do here. That's only half the story, right? So yes. So there's this whole falling of the patriarchy happening. There's a bunch of other low vibrational shit in the things that will, in the collective, that will come up too. But there's a spiritual connection coming into place. So remember, we did that love reading. There is a spiritual connection that is manifesting. It is a it's probably the most significant connection that you will manifest here on earth through your lifetime, other than your own fucking kids. And even then, for many of you, you wouldn't even have these kids if it wasn't for this person. Or for some of you, you wouldn't be able to bring your children the life that they're going to have if it wasn't for the spiritual connection that you're bringing in, for my feminines. Because for many of you, it is romantic. Not all of them. Some of you, this significant spiritual connection is going to build you a whole fucking empire. You're going to bring in you're going to bring in abundance outside of your wildest dreams. But it's connected to a connection, because that connection essentially reflects you and who you are and your spiritual aptitude and where you're at right now. So yeah, those are the downloads that I have coming in. I know it's weird, right? With the solar storms. What else did I read on these solar storms? Because it was a lot. I was just kind of like, whoa, like, this is happening. Such large scale disruptions. Okay, so here's another thing. Remember when I was telling you about this collective tower moment that I was tapping into occurring? I had no idea what it is. I still don't know what it is, but I have a speculation, if I can share. I'm telling you, I don't know. It could be anything, but I feel like I got a clue. So remember, because some of you guys were like, maybe it's what's happening in Afghanistan. That is a part of it. It's a part of the patriarchy crumbling down, essentially, right? Because if you know anything about what's going on in Afghanistan and why so many people are fleeing, is because the Taliban wants to reinstate the ideal that women are worth nothing and need to stay home. And the Afghan people are rejecting that and are fleeing for the sake of their children and their wives, not to pull back the freedom that they've worked so hard for. The Taliban, from what I understand, mind you, I'm not into the politics. I don't know. People from Afghan might say something different, but that's not what I'm talking about. That, though, is a reflection of the crumbling down of the patriarchy. Okay. But what I was tapping into was actually in correspondence to this solar storm. Okay. Hey, Mama D. Tara, I love you. I love you, sister. Angel gang gang. Such large-scale disruptions have happened before. During a period of intense solar activity in October and November of 2003, one solar flare was large enough to exceed the charts used by NOAA. In 1989, the entire province of Quebec in Canada suffered power outages for 9 hours. In 1859, in what is known as the Carrington event, geomagnetic storms reportedly shocked telegraph operators and some telephone lines on fire and set telephone lines on fire. We want to be able to predict and know how to respond to these events, Singer said, to be resilient and to their impact. What I found funny about this article is, so India had come out with an article. The Indian Times came out with an article a couple of months ago surrounding this. And this article is saying that it's a lie. So that the Indian Times were being dramatic when it was talking about the biggest internet crash. And because of how heavily our society relies upon technology, that would be a collective tower moment. You can't access your money. You can't, everything is online and requires a password and a login. But what happens when there's no more internet? So that was just a speculation, total conspiracy theory, but it kind of made sense because I couldn't understand. I'm like, a collective moment like COVID. It's hard to fathom something that would literally, and it's what's really funny is that what I kind of realized what COVID showed us. COVID connected us internationally again. Just as quick as that virus spread internationally, it's a testament to how connected we really are on like a physiological level. Right? And I just feel like there's furthermore, the universe is going to show us of how connected we really are. And I'm telling you right now, the internet crumbling, having an internet outage would be catastrophic in the days. And for those of you that are over 35, you might not think that. Why? Because we come from a generation where we didn't have the internet. We were outside. But in the times we're in now, look at how much of your life requires a login and a password. How much of your life requires you to be on a Wi-Fi? Imagine now that's gone. So now you might kind of, at least what I channeled, I was like, oh, that's the collective tower moment though. Big fan of your zodiac readings. You guys got to get over it. You got to get over it. I haven't done a fucking zodiac reading in like 6 months. You guys got to move on it. I need to evolve. We need to evolve together. There's still zodiac readings. You guys can go back and watch them. They're still there. They're not date or zodiac signs. They're not specific to time, nor are they even specific to zodiac signs. So go back in the library and watch all your Virgo readings or all your Capricorn readings or all your Taurus readings. I don't give a shit. I'm off of it. I'm not doing the zodiac signs. Again, I don't care how much money it generates me. I'm off of it. Sorry. Because you guys keep coming to me about the zodiac signs. Can't you just love me the way I am and accept me the way I am? And if you want the content I'm offering you, great. But if not, there are like 200,000 people out here pumping zodiac sign readings. Is it not enough? I feel so sorry for that guy. Like I feel him going, whoa. It was pent up energy. Okay. It's my own solar storm ready to fucking, which I also found was interesting. So this solar storm, some of the research that it's like the sun is exploding, and it's going to, the way it's going to affect some of you guys, it's going to get you to explode. So we are coming to the end. From what I researched, we're coming to the end of a solar return. So I think we're in year 11 out of 12. And there are massive changes that occur every time we go through these solar cycles. And we're at the end of one, which it's not a coincidence that we've been talking about the end of this karmic cycle. And it's literally being mirrored by the universe and the planet. So when I read this, I got a lot of validation. And I'm like, this is really cool. This is totally tapped into us where the collective is at. So collective, you're going to be challenged to have to let yourself shine. You're going to burst out. Some of you guys, because you're so blocked, it's literally you're going to be a fucking solar storm. You're going to be spitting out fucking information, emotions, all these pent up things. There's going to be a lot of, I never knew you felt like that, or since when. You might be receiving that, like, holy fuck, I didn't know you felt that way, or when did that happen, or when did you start feeling like that? Don't be surprised. The planets are really supporting people in expressing themselves, being the sun. Mayan's confirmed. Yeah, Mayan, I go off the Mayan calendar. I'm kin number 119. Hey, I'm kin number 119. You guys should all know your kin numbers, and then what the angel messages associated with your kin number. So if you literally go kin number calculator on Google, you'll be able to generate it. All you need is your birthday. You don't even need the time of birth. Okay. Kin number 73, AAA. That's a number 10. That's a big kin number. A. Have you heard about the new Apple policy coming in September? You think it's connected to the tower moment? I don't know what the Apple policy is. I'm a Samsung girl. You better preach out here. Yes, Mama. Yes, we need to connect off this, Mama D Tarot. For all of you guys that don't know, please go and show support to Mama D Tarot. That's a sister of mine. She has supported me so much in my journey, and vice versa. So our tribes are interconnected. It's all one and the same. There is no our tribes. I know I'd like to believe that you guys belong to me in your mind, but it doesn't work like that. We all support each other. And anyway, she's absolutely fantastic. So go like, share, and subscribe her too. Devon Cladwell. Okay, good. Devontae, you didn't take me personally. You're kid number 135. A, bruv. A. Resident juicer. 100, a million doctors served. Yes, Justin. Anyways, let's pray, pull cards, see what we get. But that's kind of like the mind frame I was in, and I just felt like, thank God, like we're in such a good time right now. The patriarchy is crumbling. We're coming into the end of a solar return, which is amazing. There's gonna be this energy of newness over the collective. So there's a lot. So I was also downloading collective between now and the end of the year. You're going to sit at the top of January and know that 2022 is going to be a different year for you. You know, your life is never going to be the same. So if you're not feeling that way right now, then there's something that happens between now and the end of the year. And I keep getting pivotal in the month of Libra season. That's October. Pivotal. What's the root word of pivotal? It's to pivot. There is a pivot, a change in trajectory. There is something that occurs between now and the end of the year that ensures that all of it, all of 2022 is going to be a completely different year for you. Your life will never be the same. So there's things that you're looking at. You're sitting there on New Year's going, holy fuck, look at my life, how much it's changed this year. What could it even fucking be? It's going to be so different. I don't know what's going to come, but I know it's going to be different. Something happened. So I'm sitting there on a patio talking to you, and you're telling me this, but you haven't told me what happened yet because it hasn't happened yet. So that's what I'm saying. In the next few months, there's going to be really massive, and that's what essentially this solar thing is. This whole solar return, they're even saying it, fucking scientists are talking about how it creates such a evolutionary energy. It promotes a lot of self-change and actualization and all of this kind of shit. So it's going to be a really intense time leading up to 2022. And 2022, which we've been saying since 2019, is going to be a year of building. It's a builder number. So if you're seeing 222 on the clock, it's talking about next year, 2022. And master number 22 is the builder number. But what's ironic, though, is this building, it's all external. That's a reflection of the internal stability that you created for yourself. Collective, many of you guys are going to connect to the divine in a way you've never, because of the co-creating you guys are doing and what actually manifests here on earth. It's like you're looking up at the divine being like, we did this. They're like, yeah, bet your ass we did that. Yeah, that was Thora. Shout out to Thora. Pisces gang. Okay. My wife's birthday is 12/22. Oh, that's beautiful. Life path number 33. Kin number 212. Oh, no. Kin 122. Yo, I love that you guys know your fucking kin numbers. That's how I know you guys are my soul family. Kin number 213. AAA. I already see you guys coming up. Enough of you guys already came off of this fucking thing. There's probably about 200 of you that are looking for your kin numbers right now and have already logged off. Anyways, let's pray and get into, we're just going to pull cards and see Wagwan. Okay. I gave you guys the downloads I had, and I don't know, but let's pray. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective, all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels, for everything you do for me in the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. I'm just getting like bombarded with messages right now, like very specific ones. So just bear with me for a second. The Father of Cups. This is about that expression. Someone is going to be like the sun, and they're just going to beat a bunch of intense emotions and thoughts at you. Somebody is going to explode. This could even be you, collective. This is the energy of I can no longer hold it in anymore. Somebody can no longer hold in how they feel anymore. It's bubbling over. It's the volcano energy. It's like it's bubbling up to the surface. Let's see what else. Then there's the Lovers. It's a romantic time, and you guys know me, man. Like I try to make these readings as general and apply to as many parts of your life as possible. So they're tangible. We all go through the same energies, but we go through them in different ways. And this energy right here is of romance and of love and of kinship. Birds of a feather flock together. You're going from a solo mission to a team effort. This could even be this is going to be a time. This is a time of pure expressing of love. And Mama D is really good with channeling the planetary. So when Venus is in a sign or when the full moon, she's very good at doing that. I'm not so much. I just kind of more free flow, but she has a little bit more of like a astrology background. She's an ancient high priestess, but she might be able to talk about, I feel like she knows where Venus is right now. I feel like, Mama, I feel like, Mandisa, I feel like I'm telepathically I wish I could just join you into this. I feel like I'm telepathically talking to you. You're telling me something about Venus in the ethers. I don't know. I just know, though, that this is the highlight right now. The Lovers and the King of Cups. This is about an expression. Many of you guys are not going to, many of you are going to manifest this partnership because of how you express yourself wholeheartedly and authentically. Many of you guys are going to express yourself and you're going to run. You're going to express yourself and you're going to abandon a connection because you're afraid. You're overwhelmed by your own expression and you don't really want to know how it's received. So you communicate and you pull back, or this could be somebody else doing it to you. So they some of you were like, somebody just told me all this and like gave me all their feelings and then they just disappeared. Yeah, they're not disappearing from you. They're disappearing from the negative the negative perspective that they are projecting on you as to how you'll receive them. Oh, they don't even care. They think I'm fucking crazy, and none of that is even true. So that's what they're running away from. They're not running away from you. For some of you, this expression is actually going to crack your heart chakra open. Oh my God. I couldn't avoid this energy if I wanted to. It's the Mother and Father of Cups, and in between them is the Lovers. This is literally the first 3 cards out in your reading collective. You didn't believe, you don't believe? You don't feel the fucking connection? Some of you guys are in connections with people. And because neither of you have expressed yourself, you're doubting what you're feeling. You don't need anybody to validate. You know how they feel. You know how you feel. It's your truth. You can talk about it if you want or not. But some of these people, some of you guys, how you're going to come into connection with, into relation with somebody is expressing how you feel. This is also an energy of the giver and the taker. Some of you guys need to be really mindful about creating balance when it comes to that. So it's the 6 of Pentacles energy. It was, remember we were talking about that dark worker, light worker energy months ago? Yeah, it's kind of that energy. So it's like, if you're a giver, you're going to have to get comfortable with receiving. Some of you guys don't receive things graciously. So you're very generous to people. You're really, really generous, which is great. But when people try to give to you, you don't receive graciously. You're like, no, I don't need that. No, thanks. No. And it's rude. It's rude. And then you go in the ethers and you tell the God, I'm so generous to people, and people don't reciprocate it. And the divine's like, well, they do, but you just don't receive it, or at least not graciously enough to make people want to continue to support you. Some of you guys are takers. And you're creating imbalances in your life because you don't give. And it's because you don't value what it is that you have to offer. You overvalue other people. So you get into a position of taking, because you think that's all that there is to do, because there's nothing for me to give, because I don't have any value. That's why people are takers. You think it's malicious. People who are takers, they don't give because they don't value what they got. They don't value themselves. They value what you are giving to them more than what they have. That's sad. It's not as malicious. It's not the big boogeyman. It's like being afraid of the boogeyman under the fucking bed, and you go down there and it's like it's like some fucking caricature. Like it's not, I don't know. That was wild to me how these cards came out like that. And they're literally looking each other dead in the face. So this could be a meeting. Some of you guys might get together. Somebody might reach out to you and ask if they can talk to you. They want time to talk to you. Somebody wants a private moment to have this conversation. They don't want to discuss it around other people. For some of you, yeah, somebody wants to pull you away from the crowd I don't know who's around you, that somebody wants time alone with you to talk about something. Okay. We'll move on from that. Divine's like, you can try to get around this all you want, but this is the message, collective. I don't see this being a very long message, but look, a passionate new beginning between kinfolk. This is pure love and passion. The desire that these two people have for each other is off of the fucking Richter scale. Yeah, some of you guys, I love when you guys do this. I go on a rant and I start talking. You guys have full-blown conversations with yourselves in the comments. I love it. We create a whole vibe here. We like it here. Yeah, we like it here. I like that new saying. I like it here. It's funny. Anyway, that's wild. Spiritual connection. This is, I don't even know. It's hard for me to explain because I haven't felt like this, or at least in a very, very long time. So this is a shocker, even to me. It's a vibe. We like it here. We like it here. I fucking love you guys. You guys are a whole vibe. We love it here. Yes, Mama D, we love it here. Can you go live and explain to us what the fuck is going on with Venus right now? Venus is active. Hey, Seppi. We love it here. We love it here. Gang, gang. Who's at McGee's? I love you guys. Who's at McGee's? Who's at my bomba clock? Yes. How close of kin? How close of kin? Don't kill me, Aya. No, just close enough. Close enough. I keep hearing birds of a feather flock together. And these birds mate for life. I know because these are Canadian geese, and I know because these are swans. We have both of them in Ontario. These birds mate for life, and they don't fuck around about each other. Okay. One of these birds almost killed Thora when she was a puppy. I was an idiot, and I guess I walked too close to her nest, and the fucking bird jumped out of the pond, and Thora jumped and literally moved her body in the air. It was like she went, boom! And she just did it to herself. Like, it was the funniest thing. I bought a bird food at the airport. Boarding time is 2:22. Where are you going, Casper? I'm jealous. Yo, you woke me up in my sleep. I'm loud. I have that effect on people. I'm very fucking loud. I honestly partially think I'm deaf a little bit in one ear from all like the headphones and stuff. But then I was hearing my mom the other day. I'm like, she's fucking loud too. Like, the yin and the yang are in the King of Queen of Cups cards. Oh my God. Okay, guys. The Four of Wands. Like, what do you want me to do? They're laughing at me. I'm channeling they're laughing because I'm so quick to like go out of the romance. Like, I'm not, and I'm working on that because I want romance. But I'm cold inside and have toxic masculine energy, so I'm working on that. But guys, there's nothing you don't have to be a tarot reader to understand what the divine is trying to say here. The Four of Wands speaks of union, the twin flame journey. Look at these fucking twins. And then the Ace of Wands, like, I feel like I have to show you the cards because you guys won't believe me. LOL, new kinds of relationships showing up. It's wild. Yeah. Burning some copal and lavender for everyone. Beautiful. Always on heights, never kin. Man, I'm not ready for this. Oh, now you're not ready, KM? All this manifesting. I heard your spirit guide go, what do you mean now you're not fucking ready? You better get it together. Your guys didn't like that. It's like they did all, it's like somebody went to the grocery store, got everything you want, and you're like, you know what, I decided I don't want to cook something. I want to cook something else for dinner. Like, they're like, no, bitch. We're cooking lasagna tonight. We got it all ready. It's manifesting. So and this with this whole solar thing. Oh, this could be what the instant manifestation is. And devil energy, remember we did that spiritual warfare message. Devil energy is trying to get you to keep your mind in a negative place so that you don't manifest this good shit. Because this good shit will increase your vibration so high that it will be very difficult for the lower vibrational energies to pull you and rope you into the X paradigm. This high vibrational shit brings you further into the Y paradigm. Remember the X and the Y paradigm. The X is the past programming. The Y is your divine future that you manifested and co-created with the divine. It's your Akashic records, your soul purpose, all of that. Right? Devil energy. For some of you that are really going through this negative thought process, you need to mind fuck yourself into positivity. It is all love and light right now. It's all love and light. I don't care if you're making people puke with your love and light shit. I don't care. That has to happen because devil energy is hoping that you stay negative because of this whole instant manifestation thing. Can we just have a moment to cheer on the divine masculines in this collective that are going up against an ancient archaic demon called the patriarchy? I love my divine masculines. Like I love them. The ones I know, the ones that are a part of my life, I love them. Because they're not with the shits, man. They're not into the bullshit. They're not into slavery. They're not into none of that shit. So have compassion for the men in your life and what they're going through. My feminines, have compassion for your own masculine energy. Your own society led it astray. And that's why for feminines it's so difficult, because the patriarchy put us in conflict with ourselves, had our own masculine energy dogging out our own feminine energy, getting us to traumatize and colonialize ourselves. Could you imagine the reaction of your own feminine internal energy when your masculine turns around and starts being like the patriarchy? Your own feminines, it was the biggest sense of heartbreak and betrayal that your feminine energy ever experienced. It was when your own masculine energy internally turned on you and got you to live out the patriarchy. What does IKTR mean? I'm always looking for new abbreviations. So this is an amazing time. Once this patriarchy falls, we're free, yo. Everything that's wrong with the world is because there's not enough feminine energy in it. Masculines, your suffering is because you don't have enough actual divine feminine energy in your life. You crave that, you want that, especially if you're a divine being. There's no way of getting around that need. Looks like you guys need each other. Birds of a feather flock together. This is hilarious to me. It was like, as gushy as the divine could make this, they made it. It was just like it's just so romantic. Like, is this so, but the divine be like that. And then the daughter of wands. That's victory. When you add all the wands, there's a lot of fire energy. So this is the sun energy and how it's supporting the collective. It's an instant manifestation. You guys want a divine partner? Go manifest it right now and tell me how the rest of your week goes. But don't try to you can't manifest a partner when you're going in the ether, when you really in your heart believe all men or all women are trash. Do you see what I mean? Your negative outlook stops you from manifesting. That's what devil energy is hoping. Devil energy is like, fuck. There's a solar storm. We're coming to the end of the solar return. These motherfuckers are going to start manifesting all this awakened shit that they've been talking about for months. Like, that can't go down. So let's ensure that they stay in a negative mind frame. That's literally the battle. And the divine's going, and all the divine's saying is, you see it, you internally believe and have faith in it. It's yours. Simple. Collective, these are manifestations you've already earned. You don't have to do anything for them other than believe they're real. Yeah, solar return, I'm not talking about like a calendar year. The actual solar return is actually 12 years. And the last time we had a solar storm was in 89, which was 32 years ago. And I just read a whole bunch of shit about how number 33, the age of 33, is really pivotal. It's been about 33 years since the last solar storm. And then the one that they said is as strong as the one that they're seeing now happened in the late 1800s. So this is a big time right now. a big, big time. When I pull my own cards, they say no romance over and over. No, you say no romance over and over. You do. Because I bet you if I read the cards you pulled, I'd see something different. It's devil energy is creating an illusion and you see it. And it's a part of the veil. Your wounding is creating a veil. So you can't even read your own cards properly. Anybody who doesn't know how to read for themselves, you have to understand. The reason why you hear people say it's so difficult to read for themselves because their own ego and their own programming gets them to interfere in the messages. When I'm reading for somebody else, my ego's not involved. I could care less. I just spew out whatever fucking comes through my head out of my mouth. Boom, we're done. And it's on to the next client. But when it comes to me now, what's involved in the messages? My fucking ego, my wounding, my preconceived notions, all of this shit. So then of course I can't read for myself. It doesn't even make sense. I've been pulling the Emperor, and the Emperor is like crazy. I keep seeing 3333 a lot. It's beautiful. King and Queen of Pence too. I just pulled the King and Queen of Fire yesterday. Now we're the King and Queen of Water today, side by side. And as the patriarchy is crumbling and as masculines start setting the trend for what the new infrastructure and archetype for the father archetype is, these unions, these divine partnerships that are coming into play are they're the new stereotype for love. There's a stereotype we're living out right now in Love Collective. Okay? That's why your low vibrational relationships look similar to all your low vibrational friends. Okay? There's a trend. The single mother's been trending. The fucking, all of this shit, these are trends. These new connections set a new fucking trend. You don't have to be part of the trend either, but just know this is what's fucking kicking right now. This is what's popping. This is what is fucking cool. The era of the bad bitch is coming to an end. I'm telling you right now, it's the era of the good woman and the best man. There's no bad bitch and that nigga and all this shit. It's all fucking shit. It's all fucking shit. Okay, I'm mumbling. I'm going off now. I forgot I was here. Hi, all 1,000 of you. Hi, guys. Welcome to Queen Cup Tarot. Remember when I did that intro? Welcome to Queen Cup Tarot. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so wholeheartedly. I'm here for it. Yes. The single mother welcomes the trend. That's for sure. I could imagine. Let's move to a different deck now. I think we got all we need to. And then just to end it, the world. The successful completion of this 12-year solar cycle. The successful completion of a karmic journey. Because the first card we had out is the Father. You worked and went from the Page to the Knight to the Queen, and you guys are now the kings. You have come to a heightened sense of maturity. This maturity was required by your karmic cycle. Divine says you now have the required maturity to proceed to the next phase. And the next phase, no wonder why you would need to be mature, because it's an actual, tangible, spiritual connection that can build something that will stand the test of time long after both these people are dead. It's legacy. Divine people build things that last long after they're gone here. Unconditional love is the cement collective for the bricks that you're building your 10 of Pentacles by brick. It's unconditional love. You need this here. You need this. They need it too. We're going to leave that. All right. Let's pull some romance angels, because this was clearly a very romantic fucking reading. Even though I'm not a very romantic reader, I can't give you all the butterfly feelings that this reading is trying to give. The Divine's like, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I did translate the mashallah. I know, right? Mashallah. Legacy, yes. Good morning from the Philippines. Hey, Ren. My queen at work, so grateful to watch you. Hey, Bella. I love you guys. Hey, Maya. Blue Fame. You're always here, Blue Fame. I love you. Watch this over again. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah, this is what these two fuckers are going to do when they come into union together. They're going to be like Bati and Bench. They have time. Their souls need to connect because these people knew each other in another life. So there's this energy. So for some of you, because it's a really spiritual connection, some of you guys are going to come into union with somebody and you're going to feel this need to have to like bring them up to speed on everything. Even if you just met them, it's because your soul has lived lifetimes with them. So there's a part of their soul that's going, yo, what happened? How's it been? What's been going on since we last saw each other? Right? Some of you, it's actually because of you're connecting to somebody from the past, but I'm getting this is a brand new connection, but there's this familiarity. Why? Because you knew each other in past lives. So you guys are retreating to talk about what your journey's been like, where you're at now, what you want, just to further reveal the alignment that you two have between each other. Oh, then we've got the Son of Pentacles. It's the 8 of Cups. You add these 2 cups together and it equals the 10. Some of you guys, you walk away and you let go. Whoa, 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 whoa. The 8 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. Holy shit. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster. This is also going to be an emotional, for some of you, this King of Cups energy on the Patreon, it had come out, and what I channeled is that somebody, it's about this healing energy, and it very well could have to do with the patriarchy because it came out in that reading, but somebody is going to take accountability for their part in the demise of a connection, or take accountability for something they put you through, collective. And you're going to be very resistant of this apology, let's call it. The problem is you're not resistant to the apology. You're resistant to what the apology is addressing, and it's a very, very deep wound. Yeah. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you in the rain. Time after time. And time after time. Ooh, don't get me started on those old tracks. My inner white girl just. If you fall, I will catch you in the rain. Let's go, sis. Let me not drop my fucking frankincense charcoal on my nice brand new rug. Anyways. TT, you want to say hi to the people? She's a Pisces. She's like, bitch, don't talk to me. Pisces are cold like that. They're emotional, but when they decide. Cancers are just always emotional, and Scorpios pretend like they're not. But Pisces, it's like I'm emotional right now. 2 seconds later, I'm done with you, and don't touch me, don't talk to me. So Thora taught me about the Pisces ways. Better times to come. Oh, and for frankincense, guys, go to www.queencut.ca. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's me. That's so me. Yeah, look at all the Pisces. Look at all the Pisces now being like, ooh, maybe. Triple Pisces. What? Oh, you're really like that. So you're the type that wants to cuddle all hardcore in the bed. And then as soon as you start falling asleep, it's get back. I'm hot. Don't touch me. Yeah, Pisces gang. Yeah, I know. Because I'm a Cancer, I'm still kind of like that, but I want to cuddle. Like, I just want to cuddle. I'll even sweat. Burkina Faso. Where is the Burkina Faso? Oh, the Delzelli. Don't worry, we're going to launch that. It's going to be the feature in the fall equinox kit. And we are going to Burkina Faso. Okay, like we're going to go to Burkina Faso. I'm going to take you guys there. I'm going to do content. We're going to show you the trees. We're going to show you what the process looks like. It's going to be really, really intense. Okay. I'm going to leave these cards. Are we done with the romance? No, we only have one and it's retreat. Let's see what else we get with the romance. Hey guys, thank you for checking me. Coming. You guys always show up. I appreciate you guys showing up and listening to me run my mouth like a crazy asshole. But if anybody makes me feel sane, it's you guys. Cuddle gang. Yeah. I want to cuddle. I'll sweat. I'll fucking sweat. Who am I kidding? Like, I don't listen to me. Just don't listen to me. But I will turn around eventually at least once. You guys are the hardest out. Love you too, God's vision. Scales in the building. AA, my Libras. Yeah, your season, Libra, your season's, I don't know. I just keep hearing pivotal. That's what I was hearing. Pivotal. And then I'm like, pivot. That's the pivot. So something collectively occurs in October for our collective. I don't know if it's going to be for the whole collective, but there's something pivotal about Libra season this year. So I'm interested to see. Release your ex. Didn't I tell you guys to do this already? Didn't I tell you to fucking do this shit already? Some of you guys are going to hear from an ex and you're going to realize you don't feel the same way about it's ironic for some of you that have been really waiting from somebody from the past to like come back. They do come back, and then you don't feel that way about them. You feel disappointed. You're not attracted to them. They insult you. There's something that gets you to have like a final release. It's closure. You're no longer tethered to them anymore. It's like you don't want them anymore, but it's something that's triggered by them. Them returning back to you only gets you to realize you don't want them anymore. You're going to have a good cry. You're going to have a good purge. You're going to feel like a weight has been lifted off you and like you've been freed, but there is going to be that energy of disappointment because some of you guys were holding on to hope for somebody for the past. Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Somebody is really holding on to somebody. This is a relationship that's already over, but somebody's control issues. They could be using the child as a means of controlling the dynamic. A masculine could decide he wants to leave this feminine. He told this feminine, I'm done with you. And he said, okay, fine, I'm going to go take the kid. For some of you, this feminine is taking this masculine away, taking this child away from this masculine because this masculine is super toxic. But for some of you, if there's no child involved, I just thought that because of this. For some of you, this is somebody who refuses to let go. So you might have broken up with somebody and they are still communicating with you. They're still showing up to places that they know you're at. They're still texting you. For some of you, you're like, it's like they didn't hear what the fuck I said. So this could be still sending you morning text. Some of you are really grossed out. You tried to end a connection and they're still like sending you morning texts, or like you're not feeling comfortable with somebody. And I think it's somebody you already tried to let go of. You're trying to disconnect your energy from them, and they're not allowing the situation to end. They're not allowing. Thank you guys for all the donations, by the way. Yep, he's toxic. Well, why don't you take it up a notch, Soul Rebel Nation, and identify what part of his toxicity is reflected in you? Because out of all the human beings, for him to be dead around, why is he around you? I'm the real toxic one. I don't know. My karmics, they were all a reflection of my toxicity. That's why I love my karmics. My karmics are the best. And like I told you, if anybody's karmics are going to make it, it's mine. Okay. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time to season together. Yeah, do that. Okay, let's pull some Lenormand. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors. Then we have the Emperor trapped in their mind about victory, and then the Sun, and then judgment. So this is what I'm trying to say about this patriarchy. See, this is the masculines. Look at the masculines all trapped in their mind. So this is for the masculines, the divine masculine collective. Look at you guys here. Imagine you were a butterfly and devil energy told you that if you spread your wings, you're going to die. Imagine this butterfly went through the whole fucking cocoon process and then never spread their wings and flew. It would be such a crime. This is the divine masculine that has gone through this internal journey. But what is keeping this masculine like this is the patriarchy. Our patriarchal society is literally holding in all these divine masculines. Oh my God, my inner feminine wants to light the whole bumbleclot thing on fire. I want my divine masculines. I want them. We want our masculines. We want them. We want them flying. We want them active. Okay? For some of you though, if you're feminine, this is your own masculine energy. So this is you not providing, protecting yourself. This is you not creating, standing up for yourself. This is you not doing it. You're not acknowledging your own ability to be able to do that for yourself because you don't acknowledge your own masculine energy. For some of you, this is the divine trying to move you into a different career path. That your masculine energy is saying, no, we need to stay here because this is how I define my worth as a being. This is what gives me accolades. This is what gives me respect from people. This is what my idea of success is. But your true masculine energy is going, yeah, but I can be successful in many areas. I'm off this. I want to move on to that. But there's this patriarchal, there's pressure, your own feminines, your own masculine energy. Like I told you, my masculine energy, I was too reliant on it. Meaning I told myself that I'm only valuable because I was able to build a business for myself and earn money. Other than that, I wasn't shit because of the patriarchy. So now my feminine energy wants to live, but my own masculine energy is going, no, 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 no. My worth isn't in what you do. My worth is in our worth is in what I do. Because that's what the patriarchy said. Or else I'm just a fucking woman that needs to be face down, ass up, right? Unless I'm living out this masculine energy, or else I'm nothing, right? The patriarchy can go suck its bumba clot. Okay? Anyways, because I'm off that. Like, I'm done with the games. I'm coming into, I went through the Lionsgate portal in union with my whole self. So we're gonna see how that works out for me. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. Christ's energy returns individually. We begin to learn who Jesus was and wasn't. Christ's energy is actually just consciousness. Jesus was a man, an awakened man who went and traveled the lands preaching the true word, which he inherited from Egypt, which is why the European Empire was attacking him. It was really a war. And Jesus was a soldier, and he went and he preached, and he didn't care. Like I literally channeled, and I was just like I channeled Jesus. You can channel Jesus. It's an energy. And I could only imagine what it would have been like having to, like, imagine you were sitting there collective and God is telling you, and we all walk this. So somehow we do live this out. And somebody, wait a minute. Why did I just lose track of thought? Oh, and somebody, and Jesus told you have to go and say this, and you're going, oh my God, God's telling you have to say something. You're going to God, if I say that, I'm going to get fired. If I say that, they're going to hate me. If I say that, they're going to try to kill me, which is what they did do to Jesus. But Jesus said it anyways. He was brave enough to preach all this awakened shit that we spew our mouths on YouTube, and that is trending, and everybody's posting memes and all this awakened stuff. There was a man who was going by word and preaching this shit, and people were trying to kill him for it. And he was a black man. He was a black man from Egypt, and they had killed his daddy too. This is what I channeled. I don't know. I was raised Catholic, but this is what I channeled on my individual ascension journey. And he was a man, and they killed his daddy. That's why Mary was giving birth to a baby in a fucking manger. That wasn't normal. She was on the run with her kid because they were trying to kill the bloodline. The Holy Grail, when you hear about the Holy Grail, that they depict it as a chalice. That chalice is the representation of a woman's womb. That the Holy Grail is a bloodline. It's a bloodline that the powers that be and the patriarchy has been trying to kill off since Egypt times, fam. Jesus was murdered for telling the truth. So was his daddy. His dad was a king, and they killed him for the shit. And shout out to Mary, who was brave enough to raise her son to know he had to follow the same fucking footsteps, knowing she'd have to bury her son. These are kings and fucking queens that traveled all the way from Africa to Egypt and made their way. They're kings and queens, and they've been hunted down for centuries. But now, like they said, Christ will resurrect again. But guys, it's the resurrection of Christ's consciousness through each and every single one of us. And you already know we ain't shutting the fuck up. Like they gotta come for our lives. Right? We're so down to die. Like I always take a hard left. Like I'm such a spaz. But I missed you guys. He has already risen through us. The more consciously aware you become, the more Christ rises up. Meaning everything Christ was out there saying and got killed for, what's the biggest karma? Not one motherfucker saying it. Try 144,000 people. It's more like 1.4 million, but whatever. That whole 144,000, it has nothing to do with people. It's an energy vibration. It's a frequency. And it's this frequency. Oh, it's this one. Oh, it's this one. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. The collective's coming into union. Some of you guys are having sex in the fucking ethers already. Mm-hmm. You guys are fucking in the ethers. Got that on Patreon too. You're high as hell, but you're telling the truth. I'm not high, Justo. I'm not high. Right? But you must be projecting. But you know, right? You know if I'm fucking high or not, but I bet you can't even fucking find your keys. like, I bet you're high. Right? I'm not saying I won't get high because a bitch been smoking over summer. I'll tell you that right now, but I'm not high right now. But you guys know, but you fucking know. She's high on love. No, I have passion and energy people wish they had. You know how long people have been telling me you're intense, you're this, you're that, but they're so fucking lackluster? I pump the passion people go their whole life without living in one fucking reading. What? I will never go back. And I get it from my mama and my daddy. They're both incredibly passionate and intense fucking people. And anybody who has a problem with that, they are lackluster. They're jealous of that fire fucking energy. And I get it from my mama and my daddy. We've been lit before lit was trending. I don't know. I'm serious. Yeah, passionate as fuck. I love that. Yeah, I'm a very passionate person. And people try to shame me into that. And then they go through like seeking that passion, the same passion that they judge, they go through life yearning for. So I don't listen to them. A soul group, period, fire element, yes. She's got to be a Cancer, Mercury. I am a Cancer, but I'm all the signs because I'm a multidimensional being. Thanks, Samantha. Yep. All right. So I think we can wrap. We're an hour in. To all 1,200 of you guys, I appreciate you guys for coming and checking me out and just doing this thing called Ascension together and just listening to me ramble about all the shit I was researching earlier today about the moon and stuff. Queen of Pentacles. What is that about? The King of Cups in reverse. That was the first card we got. Why is it in reverse right now? What happened? What did I miss here? Don't settle, collective. Do not settle. Because some of you guys are trying to give your commitment to somebody who isn't expressive, who isn't open, who isn't offering you their cup, but you want them to. It's don't settle. Don't push yourself on anybody. It doesn't have to be hard. This is alignment. When you align with somebody, you just come into union with them effortlessly. It doesn't mean you don't put efforts to keep the connection together, but you being able to come together because both people are available, both people are authentic, both people are transparent, it makes it effortless to come into union with somebody. Those things make it effortless. Doesn't mean you don't have to put an effort to maintain the connection and work through any of the karma that the connection brings together, but it's like, come on. Some of you guys are really pushing it. Will you marry me? Do you love me? Do you want to move in? Do you? It's just like, whoa. It's a lot. Yeah, and this page, somebody's spouse is watching somebody. Like some of you guys need to be careful because some of you just started dating somebody who's married and you don't know they're married. You don't know they're in their connection, but their spouse knows about you and is watching you. So there's that. Yeah, they don't look very happy. Get notification. Thank you for your work in the mental health community. Yeah, I mental health. We should do a reading just on mental health because I look at it very differently, right? And I'm not a doctor, but I have seen several very mentally ill people. And if you really take time to watch and listen to them, they're just in a different realm. They're just in a different realm. They're either choosing not to come back, they don't know how to come back, but they're just in a different realm. No different than when somebody gets really high or drunk. they start going into a different realm and acting different. It's no different with mental illness. They're just somewhere else. So it's really like every person's mental illness. You can't muddle it together. Everybody's mental illness is a reflection of their own journey. And mental illness, like if you're surrounded by mentally ill people or you are triggered by the mental illness of somebody else, that means that the divine's trying to trigger you to your own mental illness. These are toxic waste thoughts and memories that corrode your ability to have a happy, optimistic life. 555. Thank you, Whitney. Well, I healed myself from my own mental illness. I was, like I told you guys, I was running around the hood telling people I needed a fucking exorcism at 115 pounds. People thought I was smoking dope. Like, I was mentally ill. Like, super ill. And then I turned around and I became the exorcism. Like, I do exorcisms now. I went from needing one to being like, fuck this, I am the fucking exorcist. Glory be to the Most High. So guys, this is my new house, by the way. And I have the whole house to myself. So I can burn my frankincense without any demons in the basement bothering me about the smell, not knowing that I'm literally smoking them out intentionally. So now I just have me, myself, and my own inner demons, okay? So my new home, I moved again. Some of you are like, again, yes, I moved again. But this time it's my own spot. And for some, I'll share that with the Patreon folks. It's a little too intimate, but anyways, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. It took 6 months to find this place. It was part of this whole karmic lesson. It's never taken me that long to find a place with credit or without credit. And I have very bad credit. So I'm working on that. I'm rebuilding it. That was also a karmic lesson for myself. The devil energy was also telling me, bitch, you need to pay your fucking bills. So I'm like, all right, fine. Like, I pay them now. It's just all these old ones from back in the day where I'm like, I don't need to pay that. I was a kid, right? Right? You're okay with that. CIBC? No, they weren't okay with that. They want their money back. So whatever, we'll do that. But fuck, I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Anyways, I gotta pee. I see LOLs and congrats. I love you guys. Yes. But I was saying something. Yeah, it was a whole karmic cycle moving and finding this place. It was difficult and it was just, I learned a lot. So there were blockages that were stopping me from moving forward into my new place. I cleared the blockages and then effortlessly I found this place. I did barely have to search. I barely had to. The guy didn't even check my fucking credit. It was just the easiest process because it was time. Right? So I had to, and I was sharing it on the Patreon for like 4 months. I was searching. I must have looked at 50 different units. It was like a second job. I'm driving, I'm looking, nothing. And then it hit like June and I felt mad. I was like, I put in all this fucking effort. I don't want to fucking live here anymore. Like, why can't I move on? What's the problem? And I had all these blockages. So the divine made me aware of what the blockages were. So then it didn't matter about moving anymore. It mattered about what these blockages were. So then I cleared the blockage and then I heard the divine be like, why don't you look for a place? The first fucking place I called is the house I'm living in right now. Like, no more turkeys? What are you talking about, Veronica? What are you talking about? We here for you and we here with you, BB. Aw, thank you, Abby. We found our place really fast too, right? Laugh my ass off. Love it. Cindy kills me. LOL. Love it. We were blocked too. Yeah, some of you guys in connections, Virgo season is going to be beautiful for you. It will be intense, but because for those in partnership, this conversation, this face-to-face intimate conversation where both people express, it creates a pivot and a change in trajectory. So I see those that are in relationships, they retreat with their partner to talk about the things that they were avoiding. Those things were causing blockages so that they couldn't experience the kind of union they really wanted to. So for couples, I'm seeing really good ascension between you and your partner that brings in this Ace of Wands energy. So this excitement, you guys can start having a lot of sex again. So for those of you in relationships, this tough energy you were going through could have really infected your sex life, because Wands can speak of sex, especially the Page and the Ace. So I feel like whatever this is, it brings passion back in, this intimacy, wanting to be close again. It's these blockages are out of the way. So I see you guys, some of you guys might actually conceive, which is really funny. Like these blockages that you had that were stopping the intimacy was actually attributing to your lack of ability to have a kid. It wasn't anything to do with your body. It was the lack of intimacy. It could even be about how much sex you were having, or even how the energy that you were sharing while you were having sex with somebody. And that message is more for my couples, because you're still together. You're working through karma together. And that's why you're closer now. Look at, you're closer now. And you're both happy. Right? And then we'll wrap with one of our Endinkra cards. Hey, Destiny, just catching your live stream, but I'll catch you on replay. You're a G. Aw, thank you, darling. D Miranda, hey. That's what I love about you, because I carry that fire too, sis. Love you. That passion. That's why you guys are so, that's part of the reason why you're also drawn to me. It's not just me running my mouth. It's that fire, that passion energy, because you have it too. Many of you guys have been told you're too intense, or felt like your intense, passionate energy made you not fit in with other people. Fuck them. They'll go a whole lifetime trying to gain the kind of passion you live out on a daily in their fucking life one day. Straight up, straight up. I had to tell that to my mom too, because she gets all like weird, like where she doesn't want to be judged, right? I'm like, fuck them. No, seriously, man. Don't get people to get you to hate the qualities in you that they are just jealous they ain't got, or don't unlock within themselves. It's devil energy. But you're too intense and you're fucking high. What? I could be high as a fucking kite and I'll still pump more fire energy in this bitch than you fire signs. I'm just joking. I don't want no smoke with the fire signs. Fire signs will come straight for your fucking head top. Look at all the fire emojis. Yeah. No smoke with the fire signs. I'd rather have smoke with Pisces, because they'll just abandon me and tell me to go fuck myself. But the fire signs, you guys will come for my head top. No nonsense. Enough. Yeah. See, look at you guys getting all stern with me and shit. Love it. Facts. Yeah. Majesty's like facts. Look at all the fire. All my fire signs. Put up them fire emojis. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Fire in the Bumba Clot building. It feels like a jam. It feels like a party right now. I'm sweating. I feel this intense sun energy. I feel it. I'm on fucking fire. My mom's having hot flashes. She thinks it's her menopause. I'm like, no, bitch. It's the solar storm. Shout out to Mama Cup. Hey, all the fire in the Bumba Clot. I'm an Aries moon, so I can partake in the festivities. Yes. Fire in the Bumba Clot building. And the doll face with the water. Water signs are so petty. Water signs, you don't see any pentacles. There's no pentacles. There's no wands. I mean, there's no swords. Like the air signs and the earth signs let the fire signs have a moment, and then of course, water has to come in. Water signs are so fucking petty. They couldn't let fire signs have a moment. Now air's coming in. You guys are the best. One day we're gonna. I know we always do it on Christmas, but I want to do like another one of those chill sessions again. A part of me was gonna do. So I had this idea where I was going to do speed dating on my Instagram. How fucked up would that be, right? I know I've already shared that idea, but I think I'm getting closer to actually doing it. Like, I'm going to speed date on my Instagram. And we're going to record it and we're going to post it and we're going to start a new trend. Look at all the petty ass water signs. Look at all the petty ass water signs. I can't with you. We're so petty. Aisha. Now there's no more fire in the building. All I see is blue. Anyways, it's the balance. It's the yin and the yang. All right, let's wrap this now. I got to pee and shit. Jermaine McDermott. He's clearly an air sign. Aquarius. You guys are repping your gangs hard, okay? Angel Gang, Air Division. No wonder why you guys think I'm high. But weed doesn't do this to people. Weed doesn't get you like this. It's more like cocaine and shit, and I'm not on that. Anyways, initiative, adaptable, versatile, multi-talented. This symbol represents the twists and turns in the journey of life. The torturous nature of life's journey requires one to be versatile, use initiative, and be motivated and resilient to survive. This has to do with this. I personally feel that this has to do with this pivot that's going to occur by Libra season. This is about being versatile and being adaptable. There's also there's these tower moments that are occurring collective that you just have to adapt to. And if you've learned anything, is being in resistance to them is more detriment to you than anybody else. So this is about really going with the flow. The torturous nature of life's journey requires one to be versatile and use initiative, be motivated and resilient to survive. This is about some of you guys that are going through something really, really tough right now. So let me just pull a couple of cards about that. What is this? Taking the initiative to get yourself out of bad situations. Some of you guys are waiting for the universe to do something, and the universe is telling you, you want to manifest an out. You need to either communicate or do something. There needs to be masculine energy that supports that manifestation, because your feminine energy will cultivate, but your masculine energy will go after it. Your feminine energy will receive these manifestations, but your masculine energy is going to go seek them out and go fetch them. So for some of you, this torturous situation, your masculine energy needs to bring an end to something. Your masculine energy is done with something, and you have to let it live. And I feel like I'm talking to feminines, but I mean, I could be talking to masculines too. It doesn't even matter. But let's see what else this is about. I'm done. It's the Lovers. We got it twice. This was the second card that we got. It's here again. I don't know what else. The Divine. They're trying to put me in this frame of mind, this romantic frame of mind, and it's hard. Like, I am a bitter little bitch. Like, that's been my ego. Like, I am coming out of that illusion of even myself, right? There's the Page of Pentacles, the good old page we've been seeing for like 6 months. The Nine of Swords, that's stress about giving this. Somebody is stressed about offering this, okay? I mean, we could sit here for an hour talking about, but I'd rather not. I regress. I digress. I ain't having it, LOL. Yes, currently homeless. Keep the faith. Okay, for those of if you're currently homeless and that's the hard situation, you need to live abundantly. When I was at my most broke, I lived like I was a queen. I didn't care. I wore all my jewelry. I'm not joking. I wore all my jewelry. I would go to Tim Hortons and get an ice cap, and I acted like it was a latte from Starbucks. And then what happened shortly after, I was buying lattes from Starbucks every day. Live like you already have it. Money is an energy vibration. And your energy is a reflection of the money, not the money reflection of you. It's the latter. So if you are, I don't care how dirt fucking poor you are, you need to let your inner fucking greatness and royalty live. Because then you'll be an energetic match. You won't be a match to the frequency of which you're at, that money is a reflection of. You will increase that frequency, and then you'll match to a different frequency and be like, oh, there's cash over here. Live like you're abundant already. I don't care how poor you are. Be grateful. I don't care how ghetto your meal is. Put it on your best dishes. Go get out the fucking Christmas dishes and eat on those every day. Go get the good china out and eat on it every day. Go get the good crystal glasses and drink your orange juice in the morning out of those. I don't give a fuck. I'm serious, and I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. It's about this instant manifestation. See yourself as being abundant. Believe in abundance greater than you've experienced, because you are that abundant. And the universe is just going to respond really fast. Okay? Also, from a very low vibrational message, collective, you're going to find out things about people. You're going to find out the karma that people are getting, but it's actually you that's being tested about how you respond to it. Some of you guys, You might let your inner shadow live and respond to it in a very low vibrational way, like, I'm happy, they deserve what they got, ha 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 ha. Be careful, because the judgment that you pass on other people is essentially the judgment you end up inheriting and living by. Nobody gives a fuck about what you think of other people. Whatever you say and however you judge people is exactly the judgment you cast upon yourself and have to live by. Okay? You guys with the water, you guys are killing me still. Oh, wow, that's true. Use your childlike imagination to create new realities. Absolutely. I believe that the inner child is the closest link to the God vibration. Your inner child has the most in common with the creator than any other part of your soul. It's the imagination. I mean, I that don't talk down on others. I had to learn that the hard way. All the judgment that I was putting on other people, I was condemning myself to and going, why? This isn't fair, God. And God's like, well, you were the one who said this is how it's got to be. Yo, my spirit team is the shit. I wish I could like bring them down in the video and be like, hey guys, come. Like, I wish, like, they have the best personalities. They're funny. They're witty. They're with the shits. They're not with the shits. Like, I'm rolling deep with my spirit team. Like, Angel Gang rolls deep. Okay. Bringing truth out. Yes. Yes. All right. I love you guys. Okay. I'm going to wrap up the reading. I got to go pee, but I hope this offered something. I feel like we were more just chilling, but, shirt idea. I know I should come up with a whole line of shirts, right? I should do it. I know a guy out in Scarborough who will press those things out for me, like, blah, blah, blah. I went through a phase one summer where I had to wear only custom t-shirts. So I went and got all these custom t-shirts done, and I clearly had nothing better to do that summer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This was dope. All right, guys, I absolutely love you. Angel Gang Gang. Please continue to let your inner angels live. All right? And you miserable, cold-ass motherfuckers like me, embrace all the mushy, gushy, agave fucking love that's coming. It's not agave, it's agape, right? I don't know. Ramblin says it. He's the one I heard about the agape love. I never say it right, but it's that good. All right? That's hilarious. This whole reading was hilarious. That was not the energies I thought we were going to tap into, but the divine's like, all right. Love you guys. Mwah. Catch you guys soon. Ciao.